Welcome back to Historic Coin, the channel where we explore the untold stories and hidden histories behind the coins you see every day. Today we have an incredibly fascinating piece to talk about, the 2011 British 2 pence coin. At first glance, it may look like just another small coin in circulation, but if you stay with me until the end of this video, you will discover that it carries centuries of history, national pride, and cultural significance in its design. This coin is not just metal, it is a window into Britain's monarchy, its heraldry, and its identity. So get ready, because what you are about to learn will completely change the way you look at an ordinary 2 pence coin. And remember, here at Historic Coin, every single coin tells a story worth listening to. The year of issue. The coin we are discussing was minted in 2011 during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. This was a time when the Royal Mint was producing coins that followed a new design series introduced in 2008. These new designs were meant to unify Britain's coinage by linking each denomination to a section of the Royal Shield of Arms. The 2 pence coin specifically features the section of the shield that displays the Lion Rampant of Scotland, one of the most iconic heraldic symbols in British history. The 2011 issue is part of this modern set that brought freshness to coin design while still keeping deep connections with Britain's traditions. Every 2011 2 pence you find is not just pocket change. It is part of a larger artistic and historical project. The obverse side. On the obverse side of the 2011 2 pence coin, we see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait had been used on UK coins since 1998 and remained in use until 2015. It is one of the most recognizable portrayals of the Queen, with her wearing the tiara known as the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions, Elizabeth II, DGRFD 2011. This translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The portrait is not just a likeness. It represents continuity, authority, and the presence of the crown in everyday life, even on the smallest coin denominations. The reverse side. The reverse of the 2011 2 pence coin is particularly fascinating because it is part of the Shield series introduced in 2008. When you place all the coins from 1 penny to 50 pence together, they form the complete image of the Royal Shield of Arms. The 2 pence shows the top left quarter of the shield, which contains the Lion Rampant of Scotland. This symbol is centuries old, appearing on royal standards and heraldic arms since the 13th century. The words 2 pence appear at the top, reminding us of the denomination. This design was created by Matthew Dent, a graphic designer who won a national competition to redesign Britain's coins in the early 2000s. His work gave a new life to coinage while respecting Britain's royal symbols. Historical significance of the Lion Rampant. The Lion Rampant, shown on the 2011 2 pence coin, is no ordinary decoration. It is one of the most powerful symbols of Scotland, historically used by Scottish kings and later incorporated into the United Kingdom's royal arms. The lion, standing on its hind legs with claws extended, represents strength, bravery, and nobility. For centuries, this image has been a sign of Scotland's independence and its royal heritage. By including this emblem on the coin, the design celebrates the union of nations within the UK while also giving recognition to Scotland's distinct identity. Holding a 2 pence coin is like holding a small fragment of that long and proud history. Composition and specifications. The 2011 2 pence coin is struck in copper-plated steel. Earlier 2 pence coins, before 1992, were made of bronze, but the rising cost of copper forced the Royal Mint to switch to copper-plated steel. The coin has a diameter of 25.9 millimeters and a weight of 7.12 grams. Its thickness is 2.03 millimeters, making it slightly larger than the penny. Although these details may seem technical, they reflect how coinage has to balance tradition with practicality. The change in metal composition allowed the Royal Mint to continue producing millions of these coins while keeping costs reasonable. So every 2011 2 pence you see is both an artistic piece and a product of careful economic decision-making. The designer, Matthew Dent. Matthew Dent, the man behind the Shield series, brought a modern and clever approach to coin design. Instead of treating each denomination as a separate object, he created a unified system where coins work together to form a larger picture. This was a bold step, never before seen in British coinage. His design won widespread praise for being fresh, innovative, and deeply symbolic. By using the shield of arms, he rooted his design in history, but by dividing it across different coins, he gave it a new interactive twist. The 2011 Two Pence is therefore not just a coin, but a piece of a larger puzzle, a puzzle that celebrates the nation's heritage in a creative way. Cultural role in everyday life. While the 2 pence coin may seem small in value, it plays a big role in daily transactions across the UK. Whether it is given as change, collected in piggy banks, or used in vending machines, the coin is constantly in circulation. Millions of people handle it without realizing the rich symbolism it carries. The presence of Queen Elizabeth II's portrait on one side and the Scottish lion on the other makes it a reminder of both monarchy and national unity. It is not only money, it is a cultural artifact that silently tells a story every time it passes from one hand to another. Collectability and value. For coin collectors, the 2011 2 pence is not considered extremely rare, as millions were produced. However, it holds special value as part of the Shield series. Collectors often seek to complete the full set of coins that together form the Shield, and the 2 pence is essential for that collection. In uncirculated or proof condition, the coin is more desirable and can sell for a modest premium above face value. But its real worth is in its story, the historical connections, the artistry, and the symbolism it carries. For collectors, that story is priceless. Comparisons with earlier designs. Before 2008, the reverse of the 2 pence coin featured the badge of the Prince of Wales, a plume of ostrich feathers in a coronet. This design had been used since the coin's introduction in 1971, after decimalization. Switching from the Prince of Wales's feathers to the Lion Rampant marked a significant change. It represented a shift from emphasizing one royal title to celebrating the entire United Kingdom's heraldry through the shield. The 2011 issue is part of this new tradition, making it a coin that stands at the crossroads of old and new. This contrast makes it especially interesting for anyone studying British coin history. The role of the Royal Mint. The Royal Mint, responsible for producing the 2011 2 pence coin, has been striking coins for more than 1,100 years. Located in Llantrisant, Wales, the Mint produces not only coins for the UK, but also for countries all over the world. By 2011, the Mint had already fully embraced the new Shield design series and was striking millions of coins with precision technology. Every 2 pence from this year reflects the Mint's craftsmanship and its role as guardian of Britain's monetary heritage. When you look at a 2011 2 pence, you are also looking at the skill and legacy of one of the world's oldest mints. A symbol of continuity. One of the most fascinating aspects of coins is how they connect the present with the past. The 2011 2 pence may seem like a modern coin, but it carries symbols and traditions that date back hundreds of years. Queen Elizabeth II's portrait represents the monarchy's continuity, while the Lion Rampant connects us to medieval heraldry. The denomination itself links us to the decimalization reforms of 1971. Together, these layers of meaning show how a small coin can embody centuries of change and continuity all at once. Holding it is like holding a timeline of British history, condensed into metal. The 2011 British 2 pence coin is far more than a piece of pocket change. It is a tiny masterpiece of design, history, and symbolism. From Queen Elizabeth II's regal portrait to the Lion Rampant of Scotland, every detail tells a story about Britain's monarchy, its unity, and its heritage. The switch to copper-plated steel reflects economic realities, while the Shield series designed by Matthew Dent reflects modern creativity rooted in tradition. Here on Historic Coin, we believe every coin has a voice, and the 2011 2 pence speaks of strength, identity, and continuity. So the next time you come across this coin, remember, It is not just money. It is history you can hold in your hand.